People's been asking me about my OneChair setup, so I'm just sharing that with anyone who's interested. Keep in mind, this is my preference. Yours might be different. I found that every OneChair rider all have a little different setup. So play around with different setup and see what works for you. One thing really I want to tell everybody is the chair actually stays on the one wheel remarkably well during the ride. You don't need a complex solution to keep it on. Just something simple. For me, I just use two bungee, a short one hooking one way and a long one hooking the other direction. The long one, I have it hooked up to the fender to keep it extra secured against the edge of the fender to keep it from rolling back and forth. This is where I hook it because the length of the bungee I happen to have and the bars of the chair where it is located. Play with it, see what works for you. I'm not sure if it's necessary to really hook it to the fender, but that worked for me, so I'm sticking with that. You will need pool noodles to give cushion on the leg, otherwise it grinds on the pads. And also, I think the pool noodle keeps the leg staying on the chair a little bit better when slide less easily. I ride backwards, meaning the sensor pads in the back and the batteries in the front direction where I ride. I do not tie the back leg just because if you keep it pressed down with bungee or whatever other things you have, it will keep the sensor engaged even after you get up. And the only way to disengage is to turn off the power. Since it's staying quite well with just tying one leg, I decided not to tie the back so that when I get up, if it's not disengaged right away, I just lift the chair a little bit, it will disengage and it will stop. I have a lower chair, so I sit right on the fender. I think, again, I had to stress, I think that gives me a better connection to the board and lower center of gravity. That might be why it seemed to give me a easier time balancing while riding. I never tried a tall chair like most other riders have before, so I can't speak for that. I could be wrong, but that's just what I'm thinking. Most riders seem to prefer riding with Heeley or some kind of shoe wheels on. I don't think it's necessary, but I do think it makes the ride easier to learn and easier to ride faster if you want to mess around, and easier to bail if you come into a situation where you get in a little bit of trouble. I don't wear it mainly because I don't have Heeley shoes, not because I have anything against it. And I got to a point I learned it pretty well. I don't think I need the Heeley shoes anymore. But it's your own choice. It's up to you. I do think they help, but not necessary. So that's it. Hope that helps. Many of you curious about OneChair setup. I think it is a lot of fun. You spend $1,800 by a OneWheel. You put a $30 chair on it. It's like you're getting a brand new, completely different kind of $1,800 ride. Definitely worth it. Highly recommend it. Hope you enjoy. Bye.